Shalom Aleichem, it is the 3rd of Iyar today, but in Mishnah Yomi land, it is erev Pesach once again, because we are in the 10th chapter of Pesachim, Mishnah Aleph, Arve Pesachim, on erev Pesach, Samuch Lemincha, around Mincha time. Now, Mincha time we know is the afternoon, as we learned in the 4th parak of Brachot. It's from the Mincha Katana. The first time to say Mincha is about half an hour after midday, up till Shkia, according to the majority there. So the Mincha we're referring to here is the first Mincha, Mincha Katana, kind of early afternoon. So from that point, Lo yochel adam ad shetechshach. Don't eat until Shkia. Now, we had a similar concept in Shabbos, not to go get involved in the tannery or the haircut before Mincha. If you're going to lose Mincha, you're not going to get to daven. Here, the idea is that you'll eat matzah b'te'avon if you're not eating in the afternoon. Now, it's obvious you're not eating bread, and you're also not eating matzah. The Bartner here brings the Yerushalmi, says, Ha'ochel matzah be'erev Pesach, kebol risato b'veit chamav. So it's not an appropriate thing to do. It's like jumping the gun, as we say in modern times. So what is he actually eating here? So other foods. So we're concerned about other foods. So you are allowed to have a snack, but the Bartner says, Shlo yimoli kreson mehen. You don't fill up your stomach with them. Rambam has a similar lashon. We want you to eat the matzah b'te'avon, with a good appetite to do the mitzvah. It's actually a hiddur mitzvah to eat what you need to eat with an appetite. So similar idea would apply. Anytime it's a mitzvah to eat, like Shabbos and Yom Tov, and especially Sukkot, it's Sukkos in the Sukkah. And the Mishnah goes on, Filu oni should be Yisrael lo yochel ad sheyesif. So don't eat, even if you're hungry, even if you are hungry, you want to sit down and you have a Seder right away, you want to go ahead and eat that karpas and that beitza pretty quickly, you have to do haseva first. You have to be laying on the couch or leaning, the derech of b'nei chorin, to be comfortable. Be comfortable when you're eating your Pesach Seder. And nowadays we don't actually recline sideways on a couch, but to have a pillow, to have a nice, comfortable chair. The idea is to get comfortable. The Mishnah is lo yifchotu lo ma'arba kosot shel yain, and no less than 4 cups of wine, afilu min tamchui, even if you are getting from tzedakah. Even if he gets his meals from the soup kitchen or Bosai, he needs 4 cups of wine. And the idea here, the Mefarshim say, that Rashba mentions, if he doesn't get the 4 cups of wine from the community funds, he should sell the shirt off his back to or lend it out or mashkon it out to get those 4 cups of wine. That's how important it is. The Mishnah Bet, we move on to Kiddush. Mazgu lo kos rishon. They mixed from the first cup. We've mentioned the word meziga is not just pouring, but diluting. That back in Talmudical times, the wine was a lot stronger, so they would mix water with the wine, and that's how they would pour a cup of wine. So what do you do for Kiddush? Beit Shammai omrim mevarech al yom. Beit Shammai says you say the bracha, the blessing on the yom, on the holiday, and then afterwards on the wine. But Hillel omrim mevarech al yain. Beit Hillel says no, you make the bracha on the wine, achar kach mevarech al hayom, and then afterwards you make the blessing about the day, mentioning asher bachar banu, asher kiddeshanu, for this day, for this holiday. The Bartner here brings some of their arguments. In the Gemara, they bring a concept that we hopefully have heard of before. It's an interesting concept, tadir ve'eno tadir, something that's frequent and something less frequent. You're comparing 2 things, tadir kodem. You do the more frequent thing first. So in this case, we only make the bracha on the yom, the longer blessing. We only make that once a year, twice a year in Golis. But a blessing on wine is somebody could make every day. Every day except for Yom Kippur, somebody can make a blessing on the wine. It's tadir, it's much more common, and therefore we daven that first. This concept also applies by not just bracha, by tefillot. If there's a shul that's running quite late on Rosh Hashanah, and they're not up to Musaf, they're about to daven Musaf, but it's already time for Mincha. Well, guess what? We daven Mincha more commonly, more tadir than we daven Musaf, so really that has precedence. Yashar kochachem, be well, and have a great erev Pesach in Iyar.